doubled our marketing budget last summer. What's in your wallet?
I'm your 70-pound St. Bernard puppy, and my lack of impulse control is about to become your problem.
No, come on. I saw you eating poop earlier. Hey!
My focus is on the road, and that's saving me cash with DriveWise. Who's the dummy now?
Forget Allstate. Where good drivers save 40% for avoiding mayhem, like me.
Sorry! He's a baby!
Old Trapper Beats. Tough snacks.
Out here, you gotta be tough. My truck?
You can't bring a backup Thanksgiving to my sister's house.
It's not like we're gonna walk in with it. We'll bring it in as we need it. Phase it in.
Phase it in?
Yeah, phase it in.
Clearly, Velveeta melts creamier.
Introducing a razor that works differently. The Gillette Skin Guard has a guard between the blades that helps protect skin. The Gillette Skin Guard.
Some farms grow food. This one grows fuel. ExxonMobil is growing algae for biofuels that could one day power planes, propel ships, and fuel trucks, and cut their greenhouse gas emissions in half. Algae. Its potential just keeps growing.
DXL is built as the one-stop shop for big and tall guys, with sizes starting at XL and over 100 brands that fit great and look even better. DXL Big and Tall, built to fit at DXL.com.
On the outside, you act like they don't even exist. But on the inside, they're all you think about. Because without that school, you don't get to have that day, the day you wait all year for.
No matter what life throws down, Roomba is up for the challenge. Only Roomba uses 2 multi-surface rubber brushes that powerfully clean up debris on all your floors. And only the Roomba i7 Plus system empties its bin into allergen lock bags that trap 99% of allergens. Forget about vacuuming for months. If it's not for my robot, it's not a Roomba.
Hey, come help your old man with the dishes. Stella?
Anytime I call,
Did I ever tell you this story of your Uncle John and I? It was about your...
I try to bring my heart, but home is where it's at.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Can I borrow your pen? Thank you.
The Cowboys-Patriots game on Fox yesterday received the best metered market rating for a regular season game in the NFL since 1996. It is projected to rank as Fox's most watched telecast of any kind since the NFC Championship game in January.
That's pretty impressive.
It's very impressive, yes. And we knew it was going to be a big rating.
That's a big rating. Michigan, Ohio State on Fox this weekend. That'll get a number.
Having a good week.
That'll be the highest rated college football game this year.
Yeah.
So a big noon kickoff's been a huge success for us. All right, we call it best for last. It's the 3-word game. Can we describe, dating back to Thursday night, Colts-Texans, every NFL game in 3 words? Here we go. Colts-Texans. Go get Tua. Listen, the Colts did everything right against Houston. They outrushed them 175 yards to 99. They had no turnovers. Houston had 1. They had the ball significantly longer. but they're not special at quarterback. Jacoby Brissett's good, not special. I know Tua's got some ankle concerns and health concerns, but he's a special talent. And I think in a division with Deshaun Watson, you got to go get special at quarterback. That's why I don't think Tua will drop in the draft. I think there'll be a bidding war to get him at number 1 or number 2. Bills Broncos. Are they in? Bills are 8-3 through 11 games. Their best start since the mid-90s. They play real defense. They've held their opponents to 21 or fewer points in 10 of their 11 games. Now, the question is, they have a lead now to get into the playoffs. Their schedule is interesting. They're at Dallas. Then they get the Ravens at home. They're at the Steelers. They should win that game. They're at New England. But then they get the Jets at home. So my guess is Jets at home and Steelers on the road are W's. That gets them to 10 wins, and they're in. Bucks Falcons. Atlanta now hiring. Worst record since 2013. They're 3-8. They've lost 4 straight at home. That can't make the GM or the owner happy. Dan Quinn has fewer wins every year since the Super Bowl. Yesterday, losing to Tampa. Sort of a inconsistent program themselves. So Atlanta's now hiring. Lions, Redskins taking a selfie. Well, they snapped their 9-game home losing streak, but Dwayne Haskins, who, by the way, wasn't good. He was 13-19 and a quarterback rating under 50. No TDs and a pick, but on the sideline after the interception, he's taken a safety, so Case Keenum had to come in and take the victory knee, which was just not a good look. Seahawks, Eagles, 6-0. First time in franchise history. They've been undefeated 6-0 on the road. And for the record, they've won 8 of their 9 games by a single possession. Don't tell me that doesn't help when you get to the playoffs. They are a really good team that has dealt with injuries, new personnel. And I think Seattle's one of those teams. They're a different team than they were 2 months ago with Clowney and Josh Gordon being added. Raiders, Jets, my favorite game. Listen, I like Sam Darnold. Last 2 games, he's on fire. Jamison Crowder, Demaryius Thomas, Le'Veon Bell, they've got him some now good, if not spectacular parts. He ran for a touchdown. He and Adam Gase had a meeting about 3 to 4 weeks ago, apparently. According to several reports, Sam Darnold said, I don't like this, I do like that. They've refined the playbook and a little trick play there. Sam Darnold, who I've always thought is a special talent, he just needs a little help. And they're going to get him more help in the draft on the offensive line because that is still one of the worst O-lines in the NFL. Panthers, Saints, McCaffrey, not enough. Listen, remember Chuck Foreman used to play for the Vikings? You probably don't. I do. He was an all-time great. McCaffrey's the first guy since Chuck Foreman to have 20-plus rushing touchdowns and 15-plus receiving touchdowns through the first 3 years, but he wasn't enough yesterday. Dolphins, Browns, very predictable Browns. Bad early, beating bad teams late. This is a team that could not beat a Seattle or a New England. They're going to struggle against, Tennessee's a good team. They struggled. But they did beat, the Steelers, when the quarterback get hurt. They beat the Dolphins, and they beat the Jets without Sam Darnold. I think this is very predictable. I said they'd go 9-7. They'd struggle early against the good coaches and good teams, and then they'd pile on 7 or 8 wins late against the garbage of the NFL. They do have Baltimore a couple of weeks at home. I think they'll lose that one, but I still predict they're 9-7. Giants, Bears, defense, not Trubisky. Mitch, 1 touchdown, 2 picks, 69 passer rating. But I'll say this. I think Chicago's got to make a move, go get a Teddy Bridgewater. They got to do something because, even against the Giants who don't play defense, Trubisky, a TD, 2 picks. Don't get too caught up on that. It's Giants defense. They got a couple of decent young defensive linemen. There's not much there. Jags, Titans. Tannehill? Jags, Titans. Tannehill, the answer. 1-4-5 with Ryan Tannehill. In those games, 115 passer rating. Here's the thing I would say about Tannehill. People forget this. He had a winning record with Adam Gase in Miami. He beat New England a couple times. He's a big, strong kid who can run. He's cleaned up his accuracy issues. Once again, we're going to wake up in the morning, and Tennessee, for the 4th straight year, is going to be 9-7 and either just in or just out of the AFC playoffs. Cowboys, Patriots, America's new team. Most watched regular season game since 1996. Cowboys have lost 6 straight to Bill Belichick and the Patriots. Dallas did not score a touchdown. Here's New England's N'Keal Harry via Tom Brady. Brady wasn't spectacular, only 17 of 37 for 190 yards, but in the weather, he didn't have Mohamed Sanu. He didn't have Philip Dorsett. He had at least, I counted, 6 drops. So it was a much better game. I thought Brady was really comfortable and really accurate, all things considered. Packers, 49ers. Another Rodgers excuse. Listen, they were 0 for 13 on 3rd down when Aaron had the ball in his hands, off a bye. Listen, I'm not denying he didn't have a lot of time.